there. Hey, thanks for joining me today. This is Danny, and welcome back to my FTB Infinity world in our deep, dark fortress. I have done a little bit off camera since the last time we met, mostly having to do with decorating and kind of moving stuff around. Remember, this room had all my ME cables kind of sticking out of the floor in the middle here and a big mess. Well, I've moved all of my ME stuff over here, and my V relays are now going up along the wall, and really the only ones that are functional or have a functional purpose are this one and this one, which is powering our focal manipulator. The others are just for show for now, but they're also somewhat functional because no matter where I stand in this room now, my wand is going to be recharging on its own. See? Because I have this V stone, which charges from the V relays or the energized node. Oh, and you can see the colors of the oh, that's cool. If we go over here, we can see the color of what it's filling. Neat. Neato. Okay, anyway. So I got this room cleaned up quite a bit. I have my little research area over here, my little research desk, along with my deconstruction table. So if I'm doing research and I need some aspects, I can dump some stuff in my deconstruction table. And then I also added some shelving and stuff just for show. I mean, none of this stuff is anything we're going to be using. There's my old wand, and just for a few things for show. This is actually a voidstone block, which was recommended to me as a building block that goes well with Thaumcraft by Mark Lassiter, who's actually is the one who got me convinced to get started on Thaumcraft in the first place. So I have also done some stuff downstairs using voidstone as one of my building blocks to finish up our infusion room, which was unfinished before. It's still not entirely finished, and what I ended up with was a little different than what I was planning on, because I mixed the voidstone with some marble, and it ended up giving it kind of a cheerful look. So this is kind of what's going on in here so far. I've got this beveled voidstone on the floor, and then I'm using a different voidstone in the walls, and then I have some charged, or what is it called? Energized voidstone down there. It has kind of that glowy color where it changes colors and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then I haven't finished the ceiling yet, but that should be finished soon. And I haven't decided if I'm going to have kind of separate like closet space on the sides like I did below, or if I'm just going to keep this all open as one room. I'm kind of leaning toward doing kind of a hallway here and having a little separate room here. Originally, I was kind of thinking of going with more of a kind of a dark look, but it ended up, I don't know, I was putting these blocks together and they looked kind of cheerful and happy. and I ended up kind of liking it. So yeah, I think it worked well with these crystal clusters, which reminds me, I broke one. I need to make one of those before I forget, because we are not imbalanced in that room right now. So if we do try to do some infusion, we may increase the chances of instability, because I broke this one over here. Sometimes I get a little carried away with my draconic staff of power. And I tend to break things and these things, when you break them, they just break down into the pieces. So what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be playing with golems. I'm going to get into Golemancy, and there's two things that I want to do with golems. One of them is not particularly practical, but I think it'll be fun. And the other thing is a little bit more practical. And the impractical thing that I think is going to be fun is to have some guards posted out here. I'd like to have one guard on each side of both entrances, so we'd have 4 of them. Standing guard by our fortress, you know, because it is a fortress. We need guards to guard our fortress, and we'll beef these guys up, you know, with strength and everything, everything that a guarding golem would need. And if any mobs come around, they will destroy them. Of course, with our Magnum Torch, we don't really get many mobs around here, but you know, and that's the only reason why I say it's not very practical, because, you know, we don't really need guards here because we don't have any mobs here. But it might be fun. It might be fun to do that, and then maybe lure some mobs, have them follow me back to the base, and give the golems a little something to do. Another thing that might be fun is just to remove the Magnum Torch for a little while, just to get a little adventure back here in the deep dark. You know, make things like they used to be back earlier in my Deep Dark series, when things were kind of crazy around here. Crazy but fun. But sometimes frustrating, especially when you're trying to like get stuff done. So that's the one thing I want to do with golems. The other thing I want to do with golems is I want to start a mana bean farm. Let's get started with our first golems. Now, I might have a little bit of research to do, and if so, I will do that off camera. Actually, I did most of them, but I'm probably going to go right to the Thaumium guards, or Thaumium Golems, because we start with our straw golems, which they're weak. They have very low durability, very low strength. Their self-repair is average. Their carry limit is 1. They can carry one thing at a time. Their speed is fast, and they get 1 upgrade. And most of the golems only get 1 upgrade, with the exception of the flesh golem. I think that one gets 2, and the tallow. But like even the stone golem, and the stone golem is slow, but it can carry more stuff, and its durability and strength are above average. Blah blah blah. But anyway, the Thaumium, we've got very high durability, high strength. Self-repair is slow, so we might have to give it some kind of an upgrade to kind of speed that up in case it gets hurt in battle, because these are going to be our guards. Its speed is also slow, but it has 2 upgrades. You know what? I might compare that to the flesh golem just to see. I'm going to do a bunch of research off camera, and then we'll come back and decide which kind of golem we're going to be able to use. And this is my first time using my new research area. It's my first time doing research since I set this little area up over here. So that's exciting. So I will see you shortly. I did decide on Thaumium Golem guards, and I made a bunch of Thaumium. Now we can make our Thaumium Golems. So it's going, turn that one off, turn this one on. We're going to need some Humanus, some Motus, and some Spiritus. And that should start grabbing it right out of our... I'm doing some zombie heads right here. That's going to give us some Spiritus. And then I've also got some trapdoors here. That'll give us some Motus. That's like one of the only things I actually have that has Motus in it. Let's see. That's Motus. See, got a bunch of stuff, but it's mostly like machines and stuff. But we've got a trapdoor, and we do have the conveyor belts. Those are actually kind of cheap, so maybe. I wonder if I have any in here. No. Let's go down here once. Take a look at our conveyor belts. And see. The frick. I can get in there. See what we got. 8 Motus. I might make some of those. Alright, we've got our alchemical construct here. I've got the Essentia provider there, some Thaumic Energistics. That's pulling Essentia from our Essentia terminal, or from the Essentia storage underneath. And then I've got this modular storage from RF Tools here. And the main reason I put that there, as opposed to like a regular chest or something else, is just because of the way it looks. It seems to fit. It balances out the big square thing on the other side, but this thing holds 300 stacks, and I've actually just got a ME interface, or not an interface, an ME storage bus on the bottom. So we'll see how that works. I mean, if we end up running out of room in there, which I'm pretty sure we won't, we can always just put an import bus there and have everything get sucked out of the ME system. So this way we can access it in the ME system, but we have some storage here where we can just grab the stuff right away after it's made. So, but you can put a pipe there, you can do anything. So we've got our four Thaumium Golems already. I might put some guards here in the middle too, because remember, in the deep dark, mobs do spawn regardless of the light conditions, although they spawn more in the dark than in the light. But if we do get rid of that magnum torch, just for fun, I might want to have a couple golems down here to protect the villagers. I'll probably make them faster as opposed to stronger. I really like this area. It's kind of bright though. I think I'd like it a little better if it were darker. So I'm gonna make a bunch of these tiny accessories. We've got tiny hats, which are not only stylish and dashing, but they also increase the health and vitality. So they'll probably give them more hearts. And we've got our tiny spectacles. This will increase their range so that they can see further. And then the tiny bow tie, this gives them, it speeds them up a little bit. The fez speeds up their repair. So this might be good for our guards too, but I don't think we can do that and the top hat. We'll have to see. And then the dart launcher will actually give them a range weapon, so they can shoot stuff. It's not as strong as their primary attack, but it gives them a means of attacking at range. So when they're far away from something, they'll use that. So because we're going with the Thaumium, we can do 2 upgrades, but these, let's see, these are our cores. The upgrades, these guys over here, so I'm actually going to take a little time to look at all those and decide which ones that I want. But we give them 1 core, and in this case it's going to be the guard core. And that just basically says what their function is. And then we can give them 2 of these upgrades. I'm probably going to give them something for speed. I think air gives them speed, and I think water increases their range, so I'm probably going to go with those 2. I also did look at the other golems. The flesh golems they're really cheap, but they have their durability and strength are really low, but they are very fast. Their self-repair is very fast. But with the low strength, I mean, that wouldn't be so great for a guard. And they wouldn't have very many hearts either, so we're probably going to be better off with our Thaumium guards because they have very high durability and a high strength, even though their self-repair is kind of slow. But I think that'll be fine because these guys aren't going to be fighting very often. I mean, it's pretty rare that a mob wanders in here, so they'll have plenty of time to replenish their hearts before they have to battle again. I'm ready. I've got 4 Thaumium Golems. I actually have 6, but we're just going to start with 4, 2 at each entrance. And I've got all the upgrades. I don't think we're going to be able to use them all, but I did decide to go with the air and water. Or the earth, rather. The earth increases their strength, so that'll make them strong, which of course we want for our guards. And then the air upgrade, or the water upgrade, increases their range, so they'll be able to see further and attack mobs that are further away. Why is he facing the wall? Whatever. There we go. They must just always face in the same direction or something. So right now they have no purpose in life. Their heads are down. They have nothing to do. And boom! Yay! I now have a purpose. Okay, turn around. You're a guard. Face the front. And I guess that's okay too. Okay, so now we can do all our other upgrades. Let's start with water. And, okay, well, we should see 2 little holes on the front there. Those are their little upgrade slots. So give them that. There's one with earth. Now, you are now stronger. And you can now see further with water. For some reason, water makes them see further. Awesome. Now we can start putting on our little accessories. The mace arm will give them a stronger melee attack. Nice. So now they can clobber mobs with their big big chunk of metal on their arm. I think it does slow them down a little bit. And so does this. But this gives them added protection. Here we go. Oh, they actually kind of look like guards. Like little mini cute guards. Okay, now our visor. This gives them protection as well. And it also does something. It changes the way they attack mobs or something. Or I think it was supposed to cause the mobs to drop something. Here's their little range weapon. Nice, look at that. Cool. Oh, they're all decked out. They're so cute. Okay, so now is our little fez. This goes on their head. And this is actually going to increase their increase their repair, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, repair. It makes them repair much faster, so their hearts will replenish faster. There we go. Yay! Now, I don't think we can do a top hat and a fez, but let's find them and just give it a try once. I'm pretty sure we can't, but our big guards, and now they're gonna be wearing a top hat, but they're not. Okay, so I guess we can't do the top hat and the fez, so that's kind of a bummer, but that's okay. Looks like I can't give them a bow tie either with their little armor plate on, so I guess that's fine. I think these guys will do just fine. So just to give them something to do, why don't we grab a couple of mobs? Safari net. Actually, let's grab one more. Gotta give them a little bit more of a challenge, just to test them out. See how they do with our deep dark mobs. See if we can find some. There we go. Got ourselves a zombie. There's another zombie. They won't attack creepers, so hopefully hopefully they never have to. They really shouldn't. In fact, they really shouldn't have to attack anything, but there we go. That was in their range. That's cool. Oh, and now he's out of their range. Oh, the one just shot the other. Okay. Let me come on the ground so that the zombies... What? Why are they just standing there? Huh. I wonder if they almost seem like they're warding. I wonder what... Oh, that one's probably going after the villager. It's kind of going in that direction. Huh. Nice. Their first kill. Huh. I wonder where that other one is just standing there. What? 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 He just walked away from me. This is very strange. What is going on? They're having a very strange effect on these mobs, it seems. What? What the heck? I don't know why that zombie is ignoring me. It's making me feel a little bit inadequate. Somehow I don't feel like I'm... No, these mobs aren't ignoring me. So it must have something to do with the golems. They're having some kind of strange effect on the mobs over there. That's very weird. Actually, let's get one skeleton. I don't know if I want to do more than one because the skeleton's range is a little bigger than the golem's range, so we don't want to We don't know. Ouch. Ouch. Darkness. We don't want to overwhelm them too much. Ow. The hazards of the deep dark. But the golems can't attack the shadows. Alright, we'll stick that guy over there. That was pretty easy for them. And they've pretty much recovered already. Wow, nice. Now let's try the skeleton. Nothing else, they distracted it. Why did they walk away though? See, now they... He's just like, screw it. He turns around. I'll just shoot him down. Huh. Just casually turns around. Delivers the last blow. So now we'll put a couple over here. I think I'm going to put these guys on the front of the bridge. They can kind of guard the bridge. That seems like that would make sense. They can still get back here if, for whatever reason, a mob manages to get over there. But if we put one... Let's see. We'll put one on either side of the bridge. One there. With his... He's got the wither hat. Nice. And there they are. With their hats and their no purpose in life look. Ah, you have a purpose. You are now a guard. Alright. Let's give them all their upgrades. Let's do a top hat on these guys. Just for difference. Or just for something different. That'll give them more hearts, whereas the fez gives them faster recovery. So, I mean... And now we're going to increase their range with the spectacles. Nice. So they'll be able to see further into the dark forest. Let's see. And then the bow tie, what does it do again? It gives them pace. It increases their pace. You know what? Let's do one with the iron plating and one with a bow tie. So we can have one fast one and one with extra protection. Just see how that goes. And then, of course, we're going to do our iron thing, iron fist, or whatever it's called. And then, finally, we'll give them their range weapons. There. Nice. We can't give them the fez because they have the top hat. So they're fully equipped, but now we'll give them their upgrades. Here's water to increase their range. And then there's earth to make them stronger. Alright. Alright, let's go find these guys some mobs to play with. Now it's their turn to play. Let's see. Here's a skeleton. Hey! Crap. Alright, here, let's grab this guy. What the heck? That was weird. How about a spider? Oh, crap. Whoops. Didn't want to set him down. Okay, get the spider out of the way. He still has the same hat. Sometimes if you pick him up with a thing and drop them down again, they get different hats. Kind of curious to see if I put a skeleton in here, because they can't pass. They shouldn't be able to pass because only players can pass. But I'm just curious to see if they would be considered players. Probably not, but let's just see what happens if we put a skeleton in here. Yeah, so they get stuck there and they're trying to get at the skeleton. And the skeleton can't get out. We've got a little standoff here. But I don't know. Their range weapons aren't very strong, so I'm a little worried. What the heck? Well, why are they just standing there? The skeletons seem to have a little trouble with the... Oh, crap. Whoops. Didn't really want to do that. Sorry, guys. Let's see how they're doing. Oh, they're pretty much fully recovered already. Nice. Just 1 point, 1 point short of fully recovered. Cool. So they actually repair pretty fast, even though they're Thaumium. And let's see how far their range is. I think that's probably a little out of their range. All right, we'll have to lure the skeleton in a little bit. There we go. Ow! Don't shoot me. Nice, nice work. Good work. Great guards. That's cool. They'll do range until they get close enough, and then they smack them. There. Cool. So our first golems guarding our fortress. I love them. They're awesome. They're cute and effective. Who could possibly want more than that? Alright, so next time we are going to start a mana beam farm, and we are going to get deeper into Golemancy. Well, I don't know about deeper, maybe more laterally. We're going to be more laterally involved in Golemancy because we are oh, they sure are small. We are going to go into our magical forest, and we're going to start creating a big, huge mana farm. Well, I don't know about big, huge, but a fairly large mana farm. And of course, first we're going to have to run around and try to find all of the mana beans, one of each of the primal aspects. And then we'll start up a mana farm, and it's going to be totally automated by these little guys. I mean, not these two specifically, but these golems. So that should be a lot of fun, and it'll be kind of our first in this world. It'll be our first kind of like fully magical build. So I'm gonna try to avoid using any machines there. I mean, other than I'll probably have like an ender chest set up so that we can send the items back home. But besides that, well, and I might. I have to think of a way to get our Essentia there too. So we might actually use Thaumic Energistics to do that. But besides that, we're going to be automating everything with golems. I hope you'll join me for that. If you enjoyed this, please click the like button, and I hope you will see me next time when we will do our mana farm. Mana beam. Our mana beam farm. Bye-bye.